Hey, what's up everybody? Landon with LMR.com. We're working on Jay's 2024 S650 Mustang in the Vapor Blue. We've already installed a few parts for him, Velgen wheels, some RTR tidbit, stuff like that. So the car's starting to shape up. I think everybody, when they get their Mustang, they want to make it their own, and that's definitely what Jay's doing. Continuing on with some of his parts that we're helping him install. I have the anti-glare screen protector here. We sell this for the dual screens as well as the dual split screens. The installation procedure that we're going to talk about and show today is the same for either screen setup that you have in your 2024 or newer Mustang. So what we show you can be applied to both. This is the anti-glare version. It's the one that we currently sell, and y'all know as well as I do that sometimes parts can change over all the years. As you watch this somewhere far down the line, the installation procedure that we're showing you is still the same. What I have laid out here, a few items that you'll need. This is a squeegee that I have in my toolbox. Got it felt on one side. You can, purchase these from different places, but I always like to have that when I install these screen protectors and vinyl and stickers and things like that. I have some low-tack painter's tape. You're gonna see me use this to tape these towels underneath the screens. That way when I spray the solution, it's not running everywhere. Typically, screen protectors, stickers, these type of things come with alcohol wipes. I never use these. I always use my own ammonia-free, good alcohol-based glass cleaner. I'm gonna use my own microfiber towel. If you're using your own microfiber towel, just make sure it's a good high quality towel. That way you don't run the risk of scratching those screens in the 2024 Mustangs. And lastly, I have some nitrile gloves. I'm probably gonna use these as I prepare the area. Go to wipe the screen. That way I don't transfer any oils from my hands back onto that surface. And then I'll probably take them off. I always spray my fingers before I pull the screen protector. That way it doesn't stick to your fingertips. You can kind of lay it up there and roll your fingertips away from the adhesive portion. Let's get over here to Jay's car. We'll get rolling. Okay, to start off, we're gonna throw some light in here so y'all can see. Got the seats rolled back. Go ahead and glove up. Jay hadn't had this car long, so the interior's pretty straight. We don't have to wipe any extra dust off or anything like that. Probably a good thing to make note of. If you got a dirty or dusty interior, you may want to wipe this area first. That way, if you kind of come across it or something like that, or bump that dust back onto your clean screens. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this steering wheel down and out as far as it will go. And then we'll go ahead and wipe it with some good glass cleaner, microfiber towel. I made that comment when we picked this car up from Ohio, keep a microfiber towel in your door panel or your center console. If you get one of these cars, put you a microfiber towel right here in your door panel. That way you can wipe your infotainment system. All right, so next, this is what I was telling you about, the painter's tape with the towels. I didn't see the little ledge underneath these screens, so I may just be able to run this towel up underneath this ledge. All right, cool. No tape needed. I don't know how the split screens are. You may or may not can do this. You may have to use the tape. And this is if you want to. Like I said, these solutions, they don't harm interior surfaces. This is just one of those kind of best practices that I've acquired over all the years, and kind of a funny bit of history. My first job, as I was graduating high school, went to work for Best Buy, and in their mobile department, cell phone department, I installed screen protectors on phones. Probably did 5 or 10 a day, times that by 5 days, working days out of the week. That's a lot of screen protectors at the end of the week. And then left there, went to AT&T, and I was the guy at AT&T. So I got really good at this stuff. I probably am a little rusty just because, like anything, if you don't do it in repetitions, you kind of lose your mojo, if you will. All right, so we'll get this solution. I'm gonna spray it on the surface. Oh my gosh, that's a buzzkill, dude. I thought there was solution in here. It's empty. Okay. So what we have here in our studio is some of the decal and graphic solution that we sell. What I am gonna do, I am gonna downport into the little sprayer that was provided in the kit, because this head or this sprayer, or the head on this sprayer, is gonna atomize this solution a lot better than like a traditional sprayer you find on these bottles. This is gonna spray entirely too much liquid than what you need, versus this where it's gonna atomize a lot better and be more controlled. I'm probably about to dump this all over me. Okay, fills up quick. It's just decal solution. Atomizes good. You want to spray this liberally. I mean, you don't want to just soak it. If it starts to run down, that's okay. That's why we got our microfiber towels in place. All right, so next, this is where I usually take my gloves off. On something like this, it's always best to probably dry fit it before, but being that the shape of these screens is pretty to the point, we know exactly how this is gonna go. So this is where I'll take it. Kind of spray my fingertips. Something I've always done. You don't have to do it. And then what some people do as well, they'll spray the backside of this film as well, just to help glide it across the surface you're installing it onto. So I'm gonna walk this down with my fingertips, and then what you wanna do, you just wanna go around your edges and see where it's at, and just make any little adjustments as necessary. But that's why we use the solution, so we can do stuff like this, and you can get it nice and even. You want to be careful with making too aggressive of movements, depending on the movements you make. You don't want to shift the protector or the film in a way that when you go to squeegee, it causes a crease. Because as you go to squeegee across the top of that surface, and if you made an adjustment in the upper right-hand corner, didn't account for it, across the entire piece of film, whenever you roll that squeegee across, you may crease it, and you don't want that. So now what we'll do, this squeegee here has felt on it, so I'm just gonna start in the center, and we'll go out. If you don't have a squeegee with felt, you can wrap a microfiber towel with like a credit card or something like that, and then for added piece of insurance or peace of mind, you can slightly mist the exterior portion of the screen protector, and that'll help glide the towel or your squeegee across the surface. Basically acts as lubrication, could prevent it from scratching the surface. But you don't want to put a lot of pressure on this. And as you work this solution out toward the edge, don't just like push crazy real fast, because you'll shoot this stuff out. It'll go everywhere. Like I said, it won't hurt nothing. You just gotta play cleanup. And for you people that are like perfectionists like I am, these screen protectors, if it's a 1/2 millimeter over on this side versus this side, y'all don't beat yourselves up. I've beat myself up a lot of years over simple stuff, but unless it's just blatantly wrong, I'll get upset. But some of this little bitty stuff I've learned to let go as I age. Another reason why you don't want to put a lot of pressure was what I was just telling you about. See how this has kind of shifted? You kind of want to follow that downward and not this direction, and just go nice and slow whenever you're doing that, because you don't want to crease that up. Now, whenever you get this on there, there's moisture between the screen and the back of the film. This is going to take a little while for all those micro bubbles, all that moisture to kind of evaporate. You can speed that process up with a heat gun. I wouldn't advise that if you don't know what you're doing. If you've done this before, you can take a heat gun, put it on low, and kind of just lightly work it across to help evaporate all of that moisture that's between the front of the screen and the adhesive portion of the film. Okay, so I've got this tacked down pretty good. I'm gonna take the towel I used to wipe the screen, to wipe all the excess solution off. And then you'll notice right away just kind of how ugly and hazy and really nasty looking it looks, but don't freak out. Don't freak out, this is completely normal. day parked in the sun, all that'll go away. But I can tell you right now, just by looking at this, even with the cloudiness of the moisture, that looks way better than the gloss. Oh yeah, you're not gonna have a bunch of fingerprints either, which granted my fingers are, I guess, clean because I've been messing with that solution, but there you go, we got it on there. And then because we're filming the video and we have time to edit it, we can come back, you know, a few days after the install. We can show you what it looks like after the moisture has had time to evaporate. All right, we've got it situated enough to where we like it. So we're gonna go ahead and key on, engine off. Oh, I hit the wipers. Oh, we got the double chime. All right, everybody, that's the simple procedure of installing a instrument cluster screen protector. Like I said, you can use this on the dual screen setup as we have here, or the split screen in the base model cars. Same procedures apply. And if you find this video and you own another vehicle for that matter, what we showed you today can be applied to those as well. Okay, so coming from somebody like myself, kind of a neat, clean freak, I don't like fingerprints, clean and wipe stuff down more than I use it, get you one of these. You know what, buy 2 of them, keep one in the glove box, keep one in the house at home. That way you have a backup just in case, you know, you need to replace it for whatever reason. And as time goes on, for those of you that purchase, you know, one of these cars, secondhand, third hand, or whatever it may be, it's always a good feeling to kind of peel the old off, if there's one there, and then install a fresh one. I know that's something I have always done just because I'm weird. But if you have a 2024 newer S650, buy you one of these screen protectors. You'll be happy. It's easy to put on. Don't overthink it. And then till we see you in the next one, for all things S650 Mustang, keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.